Hi, friends. As I said in a recent short, I'm going to start playing some whistles outside. Now, I'll make a playlist of playing outside because there are so many factors that impact how a whistle's going to sound outside. Um, but as I get started preparing to do that, I want to ask for some wisdom from the community because many of you have experience playing your whistle outside. I've played my whistle outside some, but I've not really, I'm only now starting to pay attention to the impact of the wind and the way the outside is just going to absorb the noise and the implications of all of that and what it means. Now, so I'm interested in recommendations from you, from a lot of you. Like a couple of folks chimed in and said, "Well, if you turn, this is the sin low D, and this is gonna. It doesn't matter what key you're talking about. If you take your whistle and it's tunable, and you the um, flip the head so that the airway's pointing down. Have you all done that? Does it work? What do you think about that? I'm going to flip that back around. What tips and tricks do you have for playing your whistle outside? Do you lean to using your louder whistles when you're playing outside? Do you not care? What factors impact? Like there's a there's a whole different set of ambient noise when we're outside, right? Um, my neighbors have an exhaust fan going on their attic space during the summer. The air conditioner kicks in if I'm out in the backyard. If I'm in the front yard, I've got traffic going. It's been really calm the last few days, which is really why I haven't started, because I want to start doing this on a windy day and compare it to a nice day. Well, I guess that's a nicer day. Maybe I should just go outside. Uh, but what factors do you bear in mind? Do you tend to use one whistle more than another when you're outside? What problems have you found? One of the things, just a few minutes ago, I took a high D and a low D whistle upstairs because up in our bedroom, Cindy and I have a fan. Like on nice days, it was cool last night. So instead of using the air conditioning, we opened the windows and put a little fan. We got a nice little fan and just blew cool air in. It was lovely. So I went and I turned the fan on high and I sat in front of it. And it's a bear to try and play a whistle. Now that's an oscillating fan, and so it's hitting. It's not as constant or randomly fluctuating as the wind is outside. But it was really difficult to get any sensible tone when a wind is blowing directly at the airway. So what remember the way the whistle works is you're blowing a good stream of air in here, and that starts that swirly motion going because it hits the blade up in there. But if there was wind blowing across or directly on that airway, that's going to fight the whistle's natural ability to swirl the air and send it out. Also, and I don't think it will impact as much, but as a strong breeze is moving across the tone holes, the keyholes, or against them, that will impact that as well. It all depends how hard the wind's blowing. So, there's so many factors. So, first, a question for you all. What factors have you found impact your playing outside? Like background noise, the wind in particular. I think the wind's the biggest challenge. What do you do to mitigate that? Have you turned the head of your whistle? Have you done other things to counter that? What works for you? What recommendations would you share with our community? Because I want to know those things, and if I want to know them, the rest of our great community wants to know them as well. All right, thank you, And I look forward to some amazing comments. And I know a couple of you have already commented. So stick your, well, you don't have to repeat the comments, but if you feel like it, stick them in again. That way they're all in the same place. Until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling.